Hello everybody, welcome to the 15th race of the season, already here, and guess what, we are now the last race from the chase. We are going in here, we're hitting it real hard, coming in, we have about 6 drivers locked into the chase. Your top 6 in points are pretty much locked in. Mike Tolan, he has 2 wins though, so he can easily fall back on that. In fact, your top 7, because Colin has his 2 wins if he fell out somehow. But your 8th, 9th, and 10th in points are all separated by 1 point, as well as your 13th, 11th in points separated by just 2 points outside of that. So easily, someone can make it in. And also, if you're not in the top 10, you can be at least from 11th all the way down to 20th. So 10 positions right there, you can win and get a wild card spot. We still have that open. A lot of storylines coming in here. Who's going to make the chase and who doesn't? But Anthony Corby, Michael Harvey, Chester Harvey, Noah Kramer, and Kathleen Tellier is your top 5. Cody Smart, John Arndt, Brandon Bent, Miles Jones, and Patrick Gills, the rest of your field, we're going to go through. JT Bryant is making his return. He came 1 race earlier. There you see Emmanuel Hartnett in the 62. Here's last week's winner, Joseph Romanok. And JT Bryant now in the 24 now. Alexander Russell has been dropped from the team. And it is now JT Bryant, Matt Johnson, Carson Scott, Anthony Newton getting to the back here. And Philippines Developmental Cup Series, they have pulled out the series for next season. So they are out. So I don't think we'll be seeing a Vaughn next year. Zednick Price and Bobby Fraser round out the field. Bobby still looking for his first one of the season, as well as Anthony Corby, the 2 most winningest drivers in the series, both with 4. Still looking for their first one of the season. And Anthony's leaving, so that puts Bobby next season at the most if no one can overpass him. Let's get the command to start engines.
Start your engine!
And there's the command. Very abrasive command, and we're getting ready to go here. 41 laps under the lights. And who's going to make the chase? Coming through 3 and 4 already. Anthony Corby on pole, I think it is, for the 2nd time of the season. He, right now, looks like he would not make the chase, as he is 31st in points. He needs a lot to happen if he wants to try to make the chase. More on the not gonna make it side though. So here we go though. We're going to get ready. Anthony Corby and Michael Harvey lead us through the tri-oval. Here they come to the stripe, and it's gonna be green flag here in the Quaker State 400. Who makes the chase? Anthony Corby easily leads lap 1. We saw Kathleen Tellier. She has jumped up here into 2nd with John Arndt behind him. John Arndt trying to keep his wild card position. I believe he's the first to use it, I believe, as of right now. It would be, actually, it's Jesse Turner and Daniel Maxwell. John Arndt is 24th, trying to earn his wild card spot as he moves Kathleen out the way. Only about 4 points back, though, so can easily gain 4 points on Daniel Maxwell or Jesse Turner. Jesse's trying to keep it after winning the 500, and look at this. We got 3 wide races all back here, all behind Anthony Corby. Anthony's out front. He knows how to win. 4 career wins to his name, and he is out front, leading this huge pack of 42 cars. William Brock. Chris Dodd comes in here as the points leader. Now, so you need 3 bonus points every win you get going into the chase, but Chris Dodd does not have a win as the points leader. So, excuse me. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how he does going in. As Nick Perkles is up here, announced he's not returning next season to the 55 or to this team. In fact, we're not sure what's going to be in Nick's future. As you see now, Michael Harvey, his team qualified real good. They were all up here earlier. Chester's kind of falling back on the high side in the 35, but here's the 44 of Mike Tolan, a two-time winner, and Michael Harvey. Anthony Corby, though, has led every lap. He is out front, lap 5 of 41. You see, look at this field come through 1 and 2. Kind of settled it up here where the 99 is running. That's your top 6 as he now is diving in. But here's Cody Smart returning next season for sure. And this 12 car got 2 new schemes though. Will be fun. Painted by his owner too. As we got battle for the lead. Here goes Nick Perkles to the race lead in the 55. Nick Perkles sits 23rd in points. He is 4 points back. If he got a win here tonight, maybe he could use the wild card position he would earn. Here's JT Bryant. He's back in the top 10. Actually, I believe he's in the top 10. We'll see across the line. I think he's easily in the top 10. He's 9th. So how this works for JT? He sat out last week. Had no ride, was supposed to start next week at Old Spice, starting this week instead. Next week is a road course, by the way. Will be very interesting. But yeah, and so now he is racing for the Chevy. Not confirmed yet if he's racing next year in this car, but is confirmed for the rest of the season. John thought he was a great racer and wanted him to race for him still. Here's Keith Batson, who showed major improvement last week, up to 14th in points. About 10 points out of the top 10. He more than likely would need to try to get a win if he would like to sneak into the chase. Here's Emmanuel Hartnett, JT's replacement after JT Bryant left from Brock Racing. And I don't think I ever said this, but William Brock, who's running up here, is going to the 62 next year. The 99 is an open number. This beautiful car I painted, one of my favorite cars. But he is going to 26 next year as Anthony Corby's getting passed for second. I have to say this is one of my favorite cars on the racetrack, the scheme-wise, because I painted it all by myself. My first ever car I painted without a base. As we're single file all throughout the top 6, it looks like. Further on back, you see everyone still trying to get position. Looks like Miles Jones has fallen to the back to be in the back. I think pit stops will be normal here. Last week we saw crazy pit stops. People stuck on pit road. A lot of overheating issues as Anthony dives into turn 3 to try to take the race lead away from Nick Perkles in the 55. Here comes Michael Harvey to follow. Michael still looking for his first career win, I believe. He is all the way down in 40th. Only a few points ahead of his brother Chester, who Chester has a win but is outside the top 30 and so therefore cannot use the wild card position. Things are heating up. They are side by side and Michael's got his teammate behind him. Next year at this organization, their numbers switching around some. I believe Michael's going to be driving the 44. I'm not 100% sure how they're doing it, but changing around, but no new drivers and new sponsors as well. As now Mike Tolan is going to try to go under his boss for the race lead. Mike Tolan's got 2 wins this season. That's only 2, and that's 2 career wins. As JT Bryant's up here pushing Kathleen Tellier to the race lead. Kathleen 24th in points. 22nd in points. And look at this. This is really closing everyone. Here comes JT Bryant. Cody Smart is on the apron. He just kind of lost all that momentum. Held everyone back right here. But caution's out. That's why. Anthony Newton, Grayson Acevedo, Daniel Maxwell, Chris Dodd, your points leaders in it. And caution's out here on lap 13 of 41. That is why they all slowed down, because it happened. And to the race line, it's going to be Kathleen Tellier. And then it looks like Mike Tolan is second. So we'll be right back. Lap 13 of 41 under caution. Joshua Jones was running 15th. The Ryan Madden had just got around him, and it looks like Ryan slides up the track right here, nowhere to go. Doesn't see Joshua, and Joshua just puts Ryan right in the wall. Grayson Acevedo's right there, nowhere to go. They slap into Bobby Fraser, who's going to hit the wall right here. Grayson spinning mid-pack. Hold up, we got to pause it. No pause necessary. Won't pause. There we go. Grayson Acevedo was spinning mid-pack. Nowhere to go for a lot of drivers. They're all trying to scurry. There you see Joseph Romanok, last week's winner, as well as his teammate as well. Anthony Newton takes a hard hit. Watch Anthony Newton, guys. There he is coming. Oh, he gets in the... Oh, what a hard hit to Anthony Newton in this 15 machine. We have to see this. He was way back here. He's coming. He's going to get tapped and head onto the wall. So fast. See Daniel Maxwell, Richmond winner. This could kill his chance at trying to use the wild card position. Not sure how much damage he actually sustained, so not 100% sure. It looks like he'll definitely have to come get some new tires, and then another hit from Romanok. Turner, it looks like. Turner might not. So the two guys who are holding the wild card position coming in are involved in wrecks here, so that means someone who could win, John Arndt. It looks like he was in the middle of this. I'm not sure how much damage he got, if any, as we're going to go on board of John Arndt and check it out. John Arndt didn't. This could be a good thing for him. If the other two drivers that are trying to battle for the wild card spot involved, John Arndt gets through it. Let's see. I think he got through it pretty clean, so we're going to go on board with Chris Dodd, the points leader, who is way back here, not having the day he wants in his 87 UPS Ford. Last one we're going to go on board with. He's right here behind Anthony Newton, who takes a hard hit in the wall. We'll see Anthony Newton. Yeah, there you see the hard hit, and ooh, Chris has got to slow down. It's like he's going to get some damage, but not too much, so I think Chris will be able to continue. And first caution's out here on lap 13 of 41. We're going to go live and see some pit stops. Alright, we're back. Who hits pit road? Kathleen Tellier, and it looks like she's bringing everyone. Oh, it looks like Nick Perkleys. Some people are staying out. Strategy early on here. We see Nick Perkleys, William Brock, Zachary Fitzwater, Carson Scott, Kristen Misdrak, Garrett Sonora, a teammate, James Richardson, and Colin Lindsay. I think all are staying out, as well as another. Vaughn Alonso staying out. We'll be making his final start in a few races. So a few drivers staying out. We'll see the race off pit road real quick, and then we will go back to some racing. It's like Noah Kramer. No, yeah, I was about to say, I didn't think Noah had that fast of a pit stop. Chester Harvey's going to turn Kathleen on pit road, and Kathleen steals the first one off. JT Bryant second. And it looks like Anthony Corby's going to lose a lot of positions. Something going on with his car. But Kathleen almost got spun there. No damage, just spun around. And she's going to be your leader. JT Bryant making his return. His second off pit road. We'll be back. As we come back, we had some more pit stops. William Brock's bringing down everyone else who stayed out. Looks like they were just coming down on lap 2 for some reason. But Nick Perkley stays out. Maybe they didn't want to be congested on pit road with all the other ones, but they are now all coming down pit road. Thought I would come back and share that. So everyone else hits pit road, so Nick Perkley's could be the sitting duck on this restart. So we'll be back. We come back, and Nick Perkley's now pulls off from the lead. Maybe he was just trying to lead a few laps, I guess, but now Kathleen Tellier is going to be the race leader as we go back. And I believe we're going to go back right here. But Anthony Newton, the 2 of Zednik Price, both retired. 1 lap down is Grayson Acevedo. And the 88 of Ryan Madden. We are getting the 1 to go. There you see Ryan Madden and Grayson Acevedo should be coming to the front as we go find Grayson. There he is. But yeah, so Nick Perkley's now hits pit road. So maybe just trying to lead a lap as the other drivers maybe were too. Not wanting to get congestion on pit road. Kathleen, JT Bryant, John Andrews, Cody Smart, Dylan LaPrade, your top 5. Dylan LaPrade still looking for a ride next season. Has a driver charter he can bring to a team and be a valuable add. As we look through the rest, Mike Tolan, Keith Batson, Manuel Harnett, Patrick Gill, Michael Harvey, and Tyler Merkel, I believe, is going to be our top 10 going back on the restart. There's the Verizon teammates right next to each other. So we try to find the one camera angle I like. There we go. Look through real fast. I know you probably can't even see all. If you look in the top left, you will see your top 10, your top 20, 30, and then your top 40. And we know Anthony Newton as well as the two at Zenick Price have retired. So we're going to go back racing here on lap 18 of 41. Not quite halfway yet. Here we go. Kathleen out front. She's got two JA teammates right behind each other, and we're going green. And the inside, they are slow. How will that affect everyone? Grayson Acevedo's real slow. He's pretty much locked in the chase though, so I don't think he's too worried about himself. He is losing positions almost instantly. Bobby Fraser's going to run in the back of him almost. Brandon Bent. Grayson Acevedo's just dropping like a rock here. He's holding up this inside lane. And they're going to move him to the outside. I believe everyone's going to get around Grayson. He's kind of congested these drivers up. It looks like JT Bryant took the race lead. As we were looking at them falling back, Kathleen Tellier's falling back, getting passed by her teammate, Dunlop Pride, as well as the two JA Racing teammate. JT Bryant, in his return, is out front. John Andrews is behind him. Now, JT Bryant, if he won and made the top 30 and he happened to be one of the wildcard spots, he would sadly not make the chase due to him missing a race. You have to qualify for every race, and he did not qualify. And here comes Keith Batson. Keith Batson said he had a great car this weekend. He was up to 14th, and he knows he needs to win more than likely to make the chase, and he would love to get that done here and make the chase for his KAB Enterprise Racing Ford. As we see, Grayson and the 88 all have now fallen back, as well as Jesse Turner, so not to worry about them, but they might come up as some lap traffic later on. JT's out front. Dunlop Pride, John Andrews back on the inside of Keith Batson for third. Battle for third going on as we're going right on board with Keith Batson for a lap. He was able to keep third, it looks like, as we're now past halfway officially. He was able to keep third as John Andrews now is 3 wide, stuck in the middle. He has his owner coming up, though, and now Dunlop Pride's going to the race lead. Here comes Dunlop Pride under the 24, and that's giving the 39 a huge run. Does Keith Batson try to make it too? Oh, he's going to... Oh, he went in there so deep. He almost touched Dunlop Pride right there off of turn 4. Side by side for the race lead. Here comes Keith Batson. It's not going to be enough. Jay Day's up here now. The new Ford body's working well for these two drivers. These two drivers were not putting up the numbers they wanted earlier this season, but since they went to these new Ford bodies, they have definitely improved their game. Jay Day and the 39, that is. Jay Day, no word if he's returning next year. I don't think he's returning with the 17 car. I believe the 17 is actually going to become a 60 car, and Fastenal is going to jump on board as a sponsor, primary sponsor. So I don't think Jay Day will be returning to this car, as Keith now goes under the apron to make the move. Jay Day went with him. His Ford teammate, not teammate, but Ford alliance, and that's actually going to hurt Jay, as here comes out JT Bryant in the 24. And JT's got a huge head of steam. How does he go? He dives it in deep, but Keith Batson with the outside run is going to keep it. Matt Johnson's up here in the 28. Here's Matt Johnson went at Texas earlier. He currently... don't even know where he is in points. He's 34th in points, so I don't think his wild card's going to be any better. Oh, they caught Grayson Acevedo, and he is stuck on the outside. Did not even realize that. I just saw someone slow. They catch him, and it looks like everyone's going to go past him pretty safely, pretty cleanly. And someone went through the grass a lap ago, it looked like. Some dust was flying. Looks like Keith Batson's our leader right now, followed by JT Bryant and Matt Johnson. Dejon Weeks in the top 5, and John Andrews kind of pulled away. Here's the... Someone blew up. Oh, Michael Harvey blew up in the 89 car. Caution's out. For debris, or did we have a wreck? Debris from... Someone got in. Oh, yeah. Chester Harvey's all torn up, and I believe it's going to be with Grayson Acevedo. Well, that means Keith Batson is your leader under caution. JT Bryant second. Matt Johnson, Dejon Weeks, and the 48 of John Andrews is your top 5. Pit stops right here. More than likely, yes, so we'll stay. And Keith stays out. So does John Andrews. I think they're more than likely they'll come. So we'll see who's the first off of here, because this is probably going to be for the lead. Everyone else, actually a whole bunch of cars are staying out unlike the other time. So maybe some drivers might stay out the whole time. We're not sure. We'll check it for sure. It looks like, is that Zachary Fitzwater on pit road? Yeah, he looks like to be damaged. As it looks like J-Day's already off and going. We're trying to get, I think if we stay on miles, we'll be able to see who's the first off and whatnot. There's Anthony Courtrack. J-Day first off, yeah. He had a quick pit stop. Maybe only 2 tires there. Patrick Gill, Garrett Senor. And then it looks like JT Bryant first with 4. And Keith Batson, where's he? He did stay out. So we'll go look at the caution and be back. Michael Harvey was running 17th. This is how he blew up. He was in the outside lane. He's going to blow up out here. And he's going to try to get to the bottom like you're told to do in pre-race. But Kathleen's right there. Kathleen turns him right into the grass. But Michael saves it with a blown engine. And so that's who we saw going through the grass. So everything was okay there. But then I believe it's going to be the next lap right here. Grayson Acevedo, who I believe is going to be in it. Zachary Fitzwater is just catching Grayson real fast. Okay. So, Zachary's catching Grayson real fast as Grayson's slow. And then it looks like Zachary Fitzwater just is trying to go around him, and Grayson came up. And then Chester right into the back of Grayson Acevedo. Yeah, just... Oh, look at Zachary Fitzwater. And Kathleen Tellier as well was involved. So, 4-car wreck, nothing too big, just a driver who was slower, as we're going to go on board with Zachary Fitzwater. Yeah. So, heavy damage to these cars, but not as big of a wreck as I thought. So, we'll be back. So, Keith did not pit, and neither did anyone else. J-Day is going to restart 18th, first off pit road. I believe he only took 2 tires. And JT Bryant, who's going to restart in the 21st position, is the first with 4, I believe. So all these drivers stayed out. I'm not sure how smart that is. Tire wear, we're not sure how that is, but fuel. Do these drivers have enough to go all the way to the end? That's going to be the real question. Because, like, we're going to restart with 11 laps to go. We haven't seen pit stops since lap 13, 14, 15 for these drivers up here. This is either a brilliant call or a dumb call. Now, Keith Batson, he surprised he didn't come as the leader. He knows he needs to almost win a race to get in. Bobby Fraser as well, who stayed out, knows he needs to win. He's 15th in points. John Arndt knows he needs to just finish pretty good, finish ahead of the other drivers who are holding a wild card. Out of the race, by the way, is the 14, the 89, as well as the 35. All from the accident. The 89, Michael Harvey, was because of a cam shift. That's why he blew up. We're going to restart here on lap 31 of 41. Here we go. Keith Batson. Does he have enough? He's going to get going. 11 laps to go. We're going to watch Grayson Acevedo on the restart. And someone else is slow way back here. Kathleen Tellier, who is stuck behind all these drivers. Surprised she didn't come down pit road, but these drivers going around her quickly. As Grayson's on the outside now, and we are, look at the battle for Colin Lindsay hit pit road, it looks like on a pit stop, or on the pace lap. Something going on with Colin Lindsay's car. Keith Batson's holding on to this race lead. Mike Tola, they're hitting pit road already. Emmanuel Hartnett, oh, he's going through the grass. He missed pit road, and then he just came through the grass. And Brandon Bent's getting turned in the back, as well as Grayson Acevedo, Carson Scott, and Nick Perkley's just wrecked Tyler Merkel. Caution is out. Who's the race leader? Dylan LaPrade is the race leader. That was so much on one lap. We have to go watch it again. I am sorry. Wow, what happened there? Emmanuel Hartnett hit pit road late. Jesse Turner's running third. JT Bryant went from 21st to 2nd. I wouldn't expect these drivers to pit. Jesse Turner maybe, yeah, he's going. So we're going to go check out that lap. We'll be right back. I'm not sure what happened here. Patrick Gill, you're going to see him right here. It's going to be going, and then all of a sudden just takes a left turn like he's trying to get in the pits late. That would be a violation. I'm not completely sure why he went ahead, as well as there you see he just turns in, comes up and collects Nick Perkley's the one of Tyler Merkel, that is. Tyler Merkel into the wall, almost into the wall. Here's Patrick Gill, who went around. Now Patrick knows that would be a penalty trying to get on pit road through the grass. We saw Emmanuel Hartnett do it, but Emmanuel, it's only his second race. I know they say in the drivers' meeting you have to be in the commitments cone. I'm not sure why he did it. Why he did it so late, that is. Because look, he's clearly past it. He's going at Emmanuel Hartnett, and he's clearly past it, and then he just takes a left turn. So strange. And then we're going to go follow the 20 car. He, from, it looks like the outside, is just going to cut down and try to get the pit road, it looked like. That's what happened to him. And then Brandon Bent on pit road gets turned, it looks like, by Edwin Mendez. Oh, the 6 car, he gets, wow, the 27 just gets bullied right there. He gets bumped by Edwin right here, and then James Richardson's right there, and just nowhere to go for Brandon Bent. And then here, there's the 20 car. 20 car just got so much momentum after turning off from the high lane. Grayson Acevedo, that is. Oh, you see Jay Day get run into from Kathleen, and Kathleen's front bumper's all messed up. Pit road must be very tricky on green flag pit stops to try to make. Why? We hadn't seen any yet, so Patrick Gill's all torn up. So your leader, though, is going to be this man, Dylan LaPrade. We'll be back live. Lights are off, and we have retirees. The 3 car retired, Colin Lindsay. The 70, the 1 also retired, and I believe that's it. So Kathleen, some big updates. John Arndt's way back here. He is trying to make it with a wild card. He's 5 points behind, 6 points behind Daniel Maxwell, who's 21st in points. Daniel and Jesse are about tied. They're about 3 points separated, so about tied, really. And Daniel's running right here, and then Jesse Turner's right here. Or actually, Jesse Turner's back here. Jesse's slow, so John could easily pass Jesse here in the last couple laps. But now, when we go up front, JT Bryant, all these drivers easily, these first 3 cannot make the chase. They're outside the top 30. Miles Jones is currently 11th in points, so if he wins that, could move him into the top 10, but move Joseph Romanok, who's 10th, out, make him use a wild card. Anthony Corby's in 34th, would be a miracle at 31st. Noah Kramer as well is 16th, actually. He could use a win. So these final 6 laps, as long as we don't under caution, I think these are going to be great laps. Everyone knows what's at stake. Here we go. Dylan LaPrade. Does Dunn get his first cup win? And green flag's back out. We've seen the leader not always have the best start. As you see, there goes JT Bryant. He dives to the inside of Dylan LaPrade here very early on. I was about to say, and it looks like Grayson's holding up John Arndt. That's not what John needs. Here's Matt Johnson, Texas winner. Look at all these drivers. There's Carson Scott. Carson is 13th in points. He could use a win. And there goes Matt Johnson under JT Bryant after JT's return race. Here comes Anthony Corby, the pole sitter. Noah Kramer, who could use a win, 16th in points. Here comes, it looks like Keith Batson. Did he get through the grass right there? Keith Batson's not making a bold moves all the way up to 13th. Here comes Noah. 3 wide for the race lead almost. Does Noah make it stick in 3 and 4? We've seen the outside lane, middle to bottom work. Here comes Dejon Weeks. He can't make the chase, but he would love to get a win. He's gone winless in a bunch of starts, really. 36 plus his 7 this, or his 8 this season. So over 40 races, really. And now he's going to move William Brock out the way, who William would love to get some bonus points. He would love to have a second win. Here comes Dejon in the final couple laps, but Anthony Corby's out front. Anthony's not returning to the series next year. If he wins here, we could possibly be seeing his last career win. There we see Cody Smart battling the veteran, his owner, Dejon, for second. Cody's 29th in points, so when not so much how much that would do to him. And here's Keith Batson. He is trying to finish in this top 10, get as much points as possible. But does anyone have enough for Anthony Corby? It looks like we're going to have 4 to go here. Where's Grayson Acevedo through 1 and 2? Not sure if we'll catch Grayson. And Dejon's hanging on this outside for sure. Dejon wants to try to get something going on this outside to get a win. There is the 20. There's the 41. We're catching him very fast. Not sure if he'll be a factor. What's going to happen on the white flag lap? There you see Keith Batson. He's closing in. He's trying to gain a bunch of positions on the drivers. I don't see any of the other drivers right around his position and points. Here we go. White flag for Anthony Corby. Can he bring it around? Can Cody Smart maybe steal it? Can Dunlap maybe steal it? What's going to happen? Cody drives it in real deep, but he's going to be right here on the back bumper. We got Chevy, Ford Chevy, and there's Grayson Acevedo. Cody's going to get in the back of him. And Grayson's going to slow everyone up. Carson, everyone's on the outside now, is going to get going. Carson's going to lose a bunch of positions. Anthony Corby, though, off turn 4, is going to pick up his 5th career win, his first of the season. Anthony Corby wins it. Dunlap as Grayson Acevedo holds up Carson, Matt Johnson. I don't even think Carson finished in the top 10. Carson will finish 14th after looking for a top 5. And that is, as we pause at Anthony Corby with his 5th career win. That is race 15, guys. Guess what? Who made the chase and who didn't? As you're looking at the results right there, I am looking at points as I'm entering them now. Anthony Corby, Dunlap Pride, Cody Smart, Dejon Weeks, Cody Smart, Kristen Misdrack, your top 5. William Brock, Keith Batson, Matthew Brown, Miles Jones, Noah Kramer, your top 10. Mike Tolan, JT Bryant, Ferdinand Gabot, Carson Scott, Chris Dodd, Matt Johnson, Ravon Alonso, Mr. Hartnett. Can't think of his first name. I'm so sorry. Emmanuel Hartnett. No, where is he? Joseph Romanok, last week's winner. Nick Perkley's Bobby Fraser. Nick Perkley's your top 20. Bobby Fraser, James Richardson, J. Day, Daniel Maxwell, Garrett Sonora, John Andrews, Brandon Benton, Joshua Jones, Patrick Gill, John Arndt, Edwin Mendez, Jesse Turner, Ryan Madden, Grayson Acevedo, the last drivers on the track. And then all the drivers who retired. So we're looking. It's official. Chris Dodd made the chase. We knew he was going to make it. Chris Dodd, William Brock, Joshua Jones, Grayson Acevedo, Mike Tolan, Patrick Gill. Those 6 drivers we knew for sure were going to make it pretty much. Who joins them? The other 6 will be Matthew Brown has made the chase without a win, as well as Miles Jones, Mr. Keith Batson, and Joseph Romanok. Top 10. Wild cards are as they follow. Colin Lindsay after finishing 37th is going to have to fall in his wild card spot. Colin Lindsay uses the first wild card with his 2 wins. Next. Wow. This was close, guys. By 2 points. 2 points. The last driver in the chase. Drumroll is the 7 car of Daniel Maxwell. Daniel has made it into the chase, guys. He finished 21st in points for the regular season. Mr. Anthony Corby, who just won this race, finished 26th in points, 2 points back. Jesse Turner, your Daytona 500 winner, finished 24th, 3 points back from Anthony Corby. John Arndt, 26th, 10 points back from Anthony Corby. The wild card chase was real tight, guys, but Anthony Corby barely missed it from Daniel Maxwell. So y'all see the 12 again on the next screen, don't worry. But that's it, guys. That's it from Kentucky. Anthony Corby almost was racing for a championship for a 2nd year in a row. He got a win in his quote-unquote farewell season. Just doesn't want to race next year. That's 5 wins, though, for him. All time now, he's beat Bobby Fraser. They were tied. Bobby Fraser did not make it. As you'll see, first you'll see the points of the normal season, and then you will see the chase. And the chase points, I'm going to try to update them. I'm not sure how I'm going to have it. If they have to be their own thing. I'm not sure, but don't worry. Don't worry. So, yep. Joseph Romanok. Alright, James Richardson missed the chase, guys, by 3 points. Carson Scott missed it by 5. They finished 11th and 12th in points. Alright, you can see the final 28 and the final 42 of the race. You'll see points up next. You'll see who's in the chase. I already said who's in the chase, but you'll see for sure. I think the biggest underdog going in the chase is honestly Keith Batson. New equipment and everything. He's coming in. He'll be hitting it strong, trying to get a win to try to be a real competitor. He's going to be tied for last coming into the points. Colin Lindsay doesn't get to use his bonus points for his 2 wins. Bonus points, it looks like we'll go seeded first will be Mike Tolan in the chase, and then it's going to be William, Joshua Grayson, Patrick, and yeah. So y'all will see all that next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Old Spice is next. First time we're going there. A road course that I'm really looking forward to. Drives like a short track. Drives like a super speedway. Drives like an intermediate. Wherever. We got so many turns there. It can be so much stuff. We will be back. Thank you guys so much for watching.